Hi. Check this thing out. I mean, if you don't know anything about antlers or know anything about taxidermy in general, you say, yeah, so what? I'm a murderer. Well, I didn't shoot the deer, and there's some things about it that might ease your mind a little. But anyway, going back, I used to collect antlers back when, I don't know, 20 years ago. I was into antlers like you wouldn't believe because they were quite valuable. As a matter of fact, one time Lisa and I went to Nova Scotia. I met with a guy up there and bought a bunch of antlers off of him because that used to be a place where you could get really nice antlers. And we made a trip out of it. Went to Prince Edward Island and stuff, and I don't know, kind of made it a swing. It was kind of nice. But anyway, getting back to this, I went to the Chelsea flea market. And, you know, I was walking around there. I didn't set up. I used to set up there, but I don't anymore. And I was just walking around seeing what was available and bought too much. I came around the corner and this woman or man just sets this deer head down, basically right in front of me. And I'm thinking, God almighty, what in the heck is this? So I got a hold of it. And this guy that I know walked right up, and he's a big time antler buyer, and he was basically just shaking because he knew I had it and he wasn't going to be able to get it. He says, well, how much does he want for it? How much does he want for it? I said, well, I haven't made up my mind yet whether I'm going to buy it, but he wants $400 for it. And the guy was like, oh God. And he wanted it, so I said, I better buy this thing. So I said to the guy, I said, I'll take it, and I paid him. And just as soon as I paid him, that guy goes, I'll give you $500 for it. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I like it. And so before we got out of there, even before I left that booth, he says, I'll give you $600 for it. I said, oh God. But no, I want to hang it up. I want it in my showroom. So I took the thing back and put it in my pickup, and I ran into him on the field again, and he said, I'll give you $800 for that deer head. And I says, I want to hang it up. I said, oh, you know, if I decide to sell it, I'll get a hold of you, but I'm not going to sell it right now. And oh, I felt bad for him because I know how that feels. He was that close to getting that, and that would have been his whole day, because that was where his soul is, his antlers and stuff to do with fishing and hunting and all, and that's what he does. And I was there once. I know how he felt. So I felt good and bad at the same time. I didn't want to string the guy along, but it felt good just the same that I got there. So here's a little kicker on this. This is not necessarily real. They make what they call a replica antler, which they'll get some world-class antlers like that, and they recast them in a resin. And it could be that. It also could be that that deer was raised on a deer farm, where they feed them just specifically so they'll grow huge antlers. And again, it could even be sheds, natural sheds, from a deer that were put together and cast. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. But here's the thing, if it is real and it was taken lawfully and was able to be recorded in Boone and Crockett, that's the agency that keeps track of this stuff. If it was legally shot and could be recorded as a Boone and Crockett trophy, that thing would be worth 10 grand. I know, you're saying, oh, sure. Well, let me tell you, that thing is world class. I think it's got like 24 points, and it's 32 inches on the outside, and it's called a non-typical. And it's a whitetail, and no, don't try to tell me it was some other kind of animal, because I know my stuff. But I'm just tickled to have it, whether it's real or not. I don't care, because there's no way. Even if it's a real rack, it might add a little value to it. But the fact that you don't know where it came from or anything about it, just takes away from the value. But anyway, it means a lot to me, so thank you for that.